The present is nothing but a result of the past, and the future is a result of the present, period. No matter how much modern women want to twist it, that's just the way it is. Still, this average-looking woman thinks she can get rid of her 304 behavior in the blink of an eye.
There's relationship and there's hookup. And a lot of guys will do that. So like a girl who's promiscuous, they might not care so much if you have a high body count, if they just want you. But for a relationship, for long-term commitment, for marriage, it's going to matter much, much more.
And I'm understanding of that. The person that I choose to be with in the future, I hope is understanding that my hypersexuality is something that I embraced during a time in my life and that I can say goodbye to when I meet that person.
Well, that's convenient, isn't it?
But that's it's convenient if I'm ready for love, and that's something I want to experience next.
It's not that simple though, because the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior.
And maybe I'll be alone forever, and you guys are right.
If someone's done something for 5 years, 10 years, whatever it is, it's going to be harder and harder to quit. So the longer you engage in certain decisions, it's harder to stop. And we don't even have to make it about sleeping around. It could be about if you drink every day for 10 years, it's going to be harder to stop.
Delusional. Think of the people who had to go to therapy to fight their addictions. Think of men who had to quit watching adult content. It's not easy to give up because the dopamine systems get so messed up. Let's see the comments. No way she's still capable of being with one guy, and she will just say whatever as the world around her burns and her children cry, saying, "Oh, the kids will get over it." She only dreams dealing with her own human nature was that easy to control. Imagine if she's your wife and tells you, "Not tonight, I have a headache." Women went from, "We are not a piece of meat, we are not a human pincushion," to "Whoever ends up with the most bodies wins." I can just turn it off, spoken like someone who cannot, in fact, turn it off. I can quit anytime I want. Right. The girl who slept with everybody but suddenly decides that you need to commit first. Speaking of the past, here's something that turns men off in terms of relationships.
If you look like a hoe, you behave like a hoe, you have pictures that might make you look like a hoe, well, guys are going to assume you're a hoe.
So because you post in a bikini, you're a hoe? Or look like a hoe?
Oh, hoe traits.
These are hoe traits, yes.
Yeah, hoe traits.
So what do you want her to wear to the beach?
She could take a picture and not put it on the internet for everyone else to see.
But you could go to the beach.
She doesn't have to post it on the internet for the world to see.
Why she gotta post it?
Why she gotta post it on the internet?
Why not?
For who?
For herself.
Oh, herself?
Hold on.
Yeah.
If it's for herself, why is it on social media then? Keep it in your camera phone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because you
Just
want to
wanna
post it and you
my
want people.
That's not
Instagram's
for yourself then. That's for everyone to see. That's for the public.
Yeah.
we look at
For
our own
yourself.
Instagrams more than anyone else's.
Bro, you put it on your phone, you keep it there. Put it on social media means everyone sees it. That's for the public. No, it's not for yourself.
By the way, just in case you didn't realize it, there was some cat food on the table. That's a huge undercovered punchline. Well, quite a strong one, honestly. Anyway, these women think they post certain pics for themselves, but here's what most guys think.
Stop the cap.
Let's see the comments. It's like a child daycare podcast. The guys drop off their girls, leaving the guys to deal with them. I feel so much smarter knowing that there are some smooth-brained people like this. The combined IQ of everyone in this podcast is room temperature. They are so deluded that if you gave them narcotics, they'd become reasonable and logical. It's called social media for a reason. The girls in the back were thinking, "Damn, he making sense right now. Let me be quiet." The line "equal rights, equal lefts" is a world-class statement, and here's the deal. If women ask for equality, well, just remember this. Be careful with what you wish for, you might just get it. But still, women think they can dodge this truth.
So, here's the thing. We live in 2022, right? And men and women, in the eyes of the law, are equal, okay? And we're going to stick to that right now because justice is supposed to be blind, correct? You're supposed to, you know, Lady Justice has the scales with the blindfold, and that blindfold is supposed to signify that justice is blind regardless of color, gender, race, whatever. Now, there are discrepancies in the legal justice system. Absolutely. We know that, you know, women serve 67% less time, or men serve 67% more time for the same offenses, etc. I get it. But we're working towards it, right? So my thing is simply this. I think women need to understand, you know, we got 14,000 of y'all in here. Women need to understand that there are men out there that will not give you the benefit, that will punch you right back in the fucking face if you hit them.
She'll hit me first, then Tommy.
I was gonna say the only person that I seen that got abused was Aaron.
Yeah,
Chris.
I'm so sorry.
So that's the only. I know. I seen the connect, but I'm just saying, like he was the one that got. He got the beat up.
Yeah.
He got the real.
But Juicy, let's keep it objective here. She did strike him first.
I did see. Listen, I told you. I seen when you guys post. Listen, I was up it was like 140 something. And I seen it fresh on Fresh Page. I seen the video. I was like, oh shit. Some shit went down. I watched it. I seen exactly what happened. But that's what I'm saying, because in a sense when Tommy had the time where he was like, oh, you got the wrong one. In my mind, I'm just like, damn, Tommy, like.
Juicy, with all due respect.
All due respect. Oh, you got to cut me off. All right.
Yeah, I'm cutting you off because I know you're going to go down that tangent again. With he should have done this and he should have done that.
No, you're right.
It's easy for you to say
he's
that.
a man. He's showing the man striking left.
Here's the difference. It's easy for you to sit from the comfort of your own home and operate in 2020 hindsight. You're not in the situation. You're not getting embarrassed in front of 10,000 people. You're not getting your masculinity challenged by a very aggressive woman.
I don't
you
fight
don't have
men.
the threat of violence being thrown at you. You didn't get struck in the face. So it's easy for you to say that from your comfort of your home. Hey, you should have done this. You should have done that because you're a man. Listen, man. If you attack a man, he's gonna start. Sometimes he might treat you as an equal and punch you back. That's all I'm saying.
Equal rights, equal lefts. Some chicks argue this is messed up, and this is not what feminism has fought for. But guess what? They wanted equality, and that's what some of them are getting. Oh, and let's not forget the insane number of privileges they just get for being women. They keep saying what Tommy should have done, but I haven't really seen anyone say what she should have done. Why is she not expected to have enough self-control to not initiate then escalate a situation that was truly uncalled for? It's crazy that a person can antagonize another person then not understand when that person reacts. Selective equality is what women want, as always. A random woman slapped me in a bar. There was no interaction between us before the slap. Without hesitation, I slapped her back. The bouncer went up to us where she was screaming blue murder. The shock from her and her friends when she was the one who was getting thrown out. I just sat down with my friends and continued with our night, with the bouncer observing us the whole time. We were well behaved and left without causing a scene. I even shook hands with the bouncer on my way out. Now that's equality.
One thing that women are better than men at.
Everything. Everything.
Stop the cap.
That's always the answer. The same answer, everything. Name something then.
Guys are stupid.
What about basketball?
Basketball? That's just like
I just feel like a lot of women just hate men. We can never get her flowers, bro.
I don't know. I guess I'm not that good at basketball, but I guess they can have that.
We can have the basketball, but everything else you guys got? Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I think men need to be more clear on what they want.
Men need to be what?
More clear on what they want.
Men can't be more clear on what they want.
They need to be more clear.
It wouldn't work.
You should be honest.
I agree with that. If you're just straight up like that, hey, do you want to just hook up? Most women are probably gonna say no. A guy just walks up to you, hey, do you want to have...
Okay, no, never mind. I can't answer. Hold up, I wasn't thinking.
No, that's the problem. You never think.
No.
So a guy walks up to you at a party, and he's just like, hey, what's up? I think you're cute. Like, do you want to hook up?
I would say no. I always say no.
No.
Now, if I go up to you and said, I want some pussy, you're gonna slap me in my face, call the police on me, and I will be in jail.
Working extra hours, sleepless nights, studying hard college degrees, hitting the gym every single day, and the list goes on. That's nothing but a fraction of what a man has to do to become someone. But this girl thinks herself, aka her body and personality, is enough to get a man.
What you do for a living?
Well, I was an OnlyFans girl before.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What you was doing on there? Like you was getting spicy?
A little bit.
Right now, we ain't gonna waste no time, baby. Don't tell me you was on there scamming like the rest of these Instagram models, like just showing stuff that we can see on Instagram.
Nah, I wasn't doing that.
You was getting spicy?
Yeah.
What's your type?
I mean, you know, I like guys with like money, cars, nice houses.
Oh, you got all these standards. What you bring to the table?
I got myself.
You got yourself?
Yeah, I got myself.
You got yourself, but you expect all this from a dude.
Yeah.
It seems like you bring nothing to the table.
That's how Miami is. I'm trying to find my sugar daddy.
That's not me.
Why are you driving this car then?
Because I like this car. What do you mean?
That's what Miami guys do.
I think you got the wrong person that you're looking for.
right, fine. I'm gonna get out of this car then.
Yeah, how about that? You a gold digger anyway, so how about you keep it pushing? Miami just keep getting weirder and weirder. It seems like every girl in Miami the same, bro.
Straight gold digger vibes, and look, at least she's honest. No wife or dating material, of course. The amount of diseases that be going around in Miami is disgusting. All of them looking to find a sucker. We men got to work 20 times harder than what our granddad had to do to get a woman. That's 50 times worse than our grandma. Damn, almost every girl these days is a damn OnlyFans model, shaking my head. She brings debt, an extra mouth to feed, and problems. Imagine that you knew the flower vase was there and playing around was dangerous. Then the vase breaks and you say that it's not your fault. You'd be called an asshole, but when these women cheat and abstain from taking responsibility, society accepts them. Well, thankfully, sometimes not.
I just can't be with somebody that's gonna constantly cheat on me and have me raise somebody else's child. I've been catching her cheat constantly.
A week after you got married?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. White, have you been cheating?
Yes, but I have like abandonment issues because I was adopted. But I just want him to like show me love and affection and be there for me.
Do you have any other reason to believe your wife cheated other times?
I have text messages proof right here. The most recent is Valentine's Day. She went to another man's house while I'm sitting at the house with the kids.
Well, that's because you didn't even get me anything and you were just yelling at me.
Let me see this evidence. Wishing you was in this bed with me. Why are you so quiet? Why are you texting your ex-boyfriend these things?
Because he don't treat me right.
When you treat her like a celebrity, she treats you like a fan. The guy in the back is literally me whenever someone tries to defend cheating. He doesn't treat her right because she cheats. Once a woman cheats, it's hard to even look at her. I'm surprised he's strong enough to be there for the innocent children. Love the guy in the background just saying the truth with his face. Women deny their nature all the time, so they claim that they're like men and can easily cheat or even sleep around casually. The reality, though, is not like that. Listen to this honest woman.
Okay, I think girls cheat more, and I think it's worse when a girl cheats because, okay, when a guy cheats, he's just having sex. That's all it is, okay? You know, guys are horny 24/7. They are made to mate. So when he cheats, it's literally one thing leads to another. They smash, boom, he never talks to her again. Done and over with, right? Not for a girl. Girls are not horny 24/7. So when a girl cheats, most of the time, she's going to talk to a guy for a few weeks, okay? She's going to link up with him a few times, and then she's going to cheat. Is she going to cut him off? No. Why? Because girls get attached after sex. So she can't just cut him off. So not only is she smashing a dude, but she gave her time, her effort, her attention, all to another dude while she had a boyfriend. Is a guy gonna do that? No, because he doesn't care about getting to know the girl. He didn't care to invest in her on an emotional level. Girls invest in another male on an emotional level, which is 10 times worse. It's first degree, it's planned out, and it's fucked.
This is what a man has to do to get a chance in the dating scene. Any woman that cheats on a man of this caliber is simply not worth it.
I want to hear shit from you talking about you being broke. If you're not working 60 hours minimum a week that you're getting paid for, turn off YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and get your ass out there. Go down there, work at McDonald's, Circle K, get you a job. I don't care about your pride. You can't be proud and broke at the same time. Go work and work and work. And then you take that money you make from your part-time job, invest some of it, invest most, take half of it, invest it to your future. The other 50%, the other percentage, take some, have some fun, go buy your belt, then invest in self-improvement. Get you a high-income skill. Get you something that's going to give you high-value skills that you can market on, that you can leverage on the marketplace. Whether you're working in corporate America or whether you're going to be doing your own entrepreneurial thing in the future. But men, if you're working, the harder you work, the luckier you get, the more exposure you get.
Speaking of work, Kevin Samuels knows what he's talking about. Women complain when they get paid only 77 cents on every dollar a man makes, but they ignore all these facts. Again, facts, not emotion-based opinions.
And how the world works. You're running on override. Men build the world that you live in.
Oh, okay.
Who built that house or apartment you live in? Was it a crew of women? Who designed the metal work? Who put in the floor, the plumbing, the electrical system? The heating, who put that in? The car you drive, was that built by a crew of women?
So women are not capable of doing none of those things. No.
You're not good at it. And when given a choice, excuse me, because when given a choice, because women are free today, right? And you're educated, right? Then why don't we see 51% of the construction workers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the engineers as women? Why don't we see 51% of the plumbers, electricians, military, train operators, heavy, dangerous work as women? Because when given an opportunity, women segregate themselves into more comfortable positions.
Ding, ding, ding.
Men do the dangerous work.
Fake women want real men, and non-traditional women want traditional men. What women really want is a shiny object, so if a new man comes their way and has more money than the current dude, boom, the new dude gets the girl. These hoes ain't loyal.
What's your husband drive?
He don't drive this.
I mean, you sure he won't mind you being in my car then? You say he's controlling. That's all you though for?
I'm natural.
Yeah, baby. Don't be capping.
I'm capping. I got my titties done.
Okay.
These wasn't cheap. The purse ain't cheap.
I mean,
the upkeep ain't cheap.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest though. If you gonna mess with me, your husband gotta go. It's not about to be no, oh, you messing with him and you messing with me, like, he gotta be a dub. I don't care how long y'all been together.
I'll separate for BBL. I ain't gonna lie to you. And he's dub.
Perfect.
Okay.
What your husband do?
He work a little job or whatever.
You really don't like dudes with jobs, obviously.
No. I'm an entrepreneur. I like dudes who make their own bread.
He make good money.
A little something.
But you want more.
Of course.
Gold digger. Got him! You would leave your husband for me if I had a bag and got your body done.
Wouldn't you?
What? Your husband might see this video because you on YouTube. Look straight. It's a small camera right there, so I hope your husband see this shit.
Alright, bye.
Oh, don't cover your face now.
He's controlling equals he doesn't want me dressing like a 304 as his wife. I'm an entrepreneur equals I don't have a job. Conclusion? He's at work busting his ass to take care of her, and she's seeking other options. She thinks being an entrepreneur is being with the man that makes his own money. Sorry for her husband. Wearing that cross? What a shame for the kingdom. She is not a Christian. She would leave her husband for plastic surgery? Damn evil. I hope someone sees this and tells her husband, I don't care if he scrubs toilets for a living. He's too good for her.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
Think other people would agree?
Yes.
What do you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.5.
All right, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'll give myself a good 8.5.
What do you rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
Is that not you?
No, that's not me.
So I'm gonna say 6.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? You think other people would agree?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna see, all right? What do you rate this girl on a scale of 1 to 10?
7.
All right, what do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Myself?
Yeah.
8.
You think other people would agree?
For sure.
All right, let's see. What do you rate this guy on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like 6. 5. A 5.
What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Like a 8. A 8.
Do you think other people would agree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sure, maybe.
All right, we're gonna see. I'm gonna take a quick picture of y'all, okay?
Yeah.
What do you rate these girls on a scale of 1 to 10?
Honestly, bro, the one on the right, she'll get the perfect type for me. She that Mia Khalifa build, bro. I give her a solid 8.5. She's solid.
They both 8s.
Destiny is a simp, period. Look at how he allows her to dance with another man, and the face he makes says it all. Regardless of what he says, my man is not happy in that moment. And spoiler, he's not in a dance school. This is in the comfort of his own home.
The reason why my face is like so weird is I'm just staring into the camera, like imagining the whole time. Like I wish they were naked.
It's melt
It's
time.
melt time.
I think that was the worst part of the
Can you
video.
boost the audio? No, not in the YouTube player. In the YouTube
Look, I
player.
haven't danced for years and I'm doing so well.
Dude, that's
Are you
sad,
not
man.
focusing on how great I'm dancing?
Nope.
No? Really?
You're looking at the downfall of the West, you
Yeah,
guys.
right here. This is why Russia's
Like, you
gonna beat
do
Ukraine
look like
right here.
you want to die here. You can't deny that.
The downfall of the West. Well said.
So you're happy that we're being open
I think
then?
you're very attractive, obviously.
Oh.
So wait,
Which
hold on.
one?
1 second. What the is polycule?
It's a group of people who are polyamorous with each other or whatever.
Oh,
I don't
Is
know.
that like a Pokemon or some shit? Or
It sounds like it, yeah.
okay. Question for you, Destiny. Have you, or both of you, have you guys always been poly, or any periods of monogamy, or just always?
Were you born like this?
What?
Were you born like this? Is there a gene?
Oh, well, in our relationship, if there's like a lot of fighting going on, we try to like kind of tighten up for a little bit so that there's not, because obviously we're like fighting and then people are like banging other people. It's probably going to compound into a lot of other
Fuel on the
problems.
fire.
Some more questions for you, Destiny.
Yeah, go for it.
The
dude.
Inquisitor. These are
That's
pretty.
good. I
These are
love
pretty
it.
tame. These are
I like
pretty
all
tame.
of it. Yeah, go ahead.
Are you running through chicks in Miami?
No, I don't. Okay. For me, sexual relationships are fun because one, I like women.
Yeah.
Two, I like the friendships that I have with women. And then three, it's fun to be sexual with people that you have friendships with that are women. Those are like fun things for me to explore. But it's not about like running up a body count. It's not the like, oh my God, I somebody. It's just like a fun activity that I like to engage in.
Just like the connection you can have with someone when you get closer with them.
Are you sure? Yeah, that'd be good for the memes.
Chase's face says it all. What this polyamorous couple is saying is plain degeneracy. I guess I'm too conservative for this shit, but let's see the comments. It's hard to analyze which guys are spies. Be advised, people. We recognize who lies. It's all in the eyes, Chico. Christopher Lee Rios, big pun. Destiny is the type of guy who moans when his wife's boyfriend cooks a nice meal. Destiny is what happens when you are good in debate club, but morally spineless. He can rationalize anything. One thing I promise you will never see is Destiny dancing with another woman in front of his wife. It's totally open on both ends, though. Destiny is the kind of man that a lot of modern women want. A provider, got money, and allows her to do anything she wants without boundaries. It's disgusting. Does a woman's body count matter to you? I'm sure it does, but hear what this crazy woman has to say.
Why do you think men care about a woman's body count?
Do you? People actually care about that shit?
Men in general.
If a man is fucking asking my body count, he can get fucked. Who gives a fuck? Oh my God, that's so stupid. People actually ask that shit?
Yes.
Okay, well then you're talking to the wrong man. If a man is ever asking about your body count, you're talking to the wrong man, and he can get fucked. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Get fucked.
So, can I ask you this then?
Yeah, sure.
So, what do you think about the analogy? If one key can open many locks, it's known as a master key, as opposed to if you have a lock that can be opened by any key, it's a shitty lock.
I think that if a woman is an analogy to you, then you're not fucking ready to be talking to a woman, and you should probably get fucked. So, if a woman is the key to you, talk to your mom, talk to your sister, talk to your cousin. I don't know, get a real fucking life.
That chick probably was high as fuck, but looked confident while telling men to get fucked. I mean, if she got so triggered, more than likely she has slept with multiple guys and doesn't regret it for now. Plus, as much as some men probably want her, why is she cursing that much? She looks like the kind of girl who gets sex zoned because she's not wife or dating material, but might have some bedroom skills. If a man asks a woman what her body count is, she's not talking to the wrong man. In fact, if that man happens to be a Chad or a Tyrone, he just doesn't care because all he wants is to get in her pants. But men who do worry about these things are thinking of having long-term relationships and not just one-night stands. This woman's reaction is, again, proof that a man with preferences is a bad person. No matter what a man asks for, especially if it's a low body count, he's the devil incarnate and should get fucked, as this crazy chick said. And last but not least, the key and the lock analogy is phenomenal, but she got offended. Why is that? Well, she probably is the shitty lock the analogy refers to. Let's take a look at the comments. She got triggered as her body count, it's all in the crazy eyes, boys. I couldn't agree more. If someone is really confident about their point, they don't need to insult anyone or get nervous. Goddamn, she really acted like a politician and tried to evade all the questions by answering with another question. If you are a virgin nowadays, you are a rare pure being. Yes, a woman with a low body count or a virgin is way more valuable than a bad bitch who has been run through by the entire neighborhood. Modern women think that all they need to do to get men is being good in the bedroom, but men prefer innocent, coachable women, not masculine women who use cuss words every 3 words. She immediately goes to the shaming part of her 4-step plan. I'm guessing she got mad bodies on her. Again, that proves that her body count is through the roof. A man with preferences is shamed, but a woman with preferences is praised. No equality right there, but that's just the way it is. A master key can open many locks, but a shitty lock can be opened by multiple keys. Sorry, not sorry. Serious question, would you have empathy for 304s? Let's see, once again, why a man's questioned just for having standards?
If I'm looking for a wife, I don't want her to have been with like more than 5 to 7 guys personally.
So are you gonna hope that the person that you're going to be with at some point hasn't slept with more than 7 people than you?
He wants a virgin.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if that's genuinely something that you're looking forward to, like more power to you. But I think maybe you should search in your heart for a little bit more empathy.
I don't think it's about empathy.
I feel
that.
like
Why can't that just? But why can't that just be his preference?
it can be. Maybe my personal views are going into that, but that's just me, I guess.
A woman can easily demand tons of things from a man, but a man looking for a woman with a low body count or even a virgin must search for some empathy in his heart? Give me a break. That woman won't feel any empathy for a man who is fat, broke, or whatever inadequacy for that matter. Plus, why can't that just be his preference? A man's standards are discrimination, but a woman's are a preference. Doesn't make any sense. Let's take a look at the comments. What women say when they do not qualify for your preference, but wish they did. That's when you take your power back as a man. Instead of accepting breadcrumbs, here's the thing. Take it or leave it. Kudos to that man for not making concessions. She said that because she wants him but can't have him with the current standards. He's a hero. He's a hero for many reasons, including the fact that he has put that woman in her place. And that takes us to the next comment. Does she have empathy for a guy that doesn't meet her preferences? Say a dude is 5'6", 130 pounds, and makes $30K a year. Is she going to have empathy and date him long term even if he doesn't match her preferences? Or is she going to openly treat him with derision and contempt? Feminists complain about double standards, but they are the masters of them. Women want 666 guys, and feel free to reject a man who doesn't tick a certain box. But a man who just wants a virgin, or at least a woman with low body count, is a bad person. Just like these women won't have empathy for a guy not meeting their standards, you are free to have no empathy for a woman who doesn't meet yours. Period. Guys, I guess you'll answer no, but just out of curiosity, what if a girl you're dating has slept with 100 men? Take a look.
So if I'd slept with 100 men, how do you feel about that?
I feel like you need to get some professional help, Bev.
Why do I have to be Virgin Mary?
How can you be my wife, my queen, my soulmate? These times men can see your pussy for $4.99 a month, Bev.
Yeah, but then
Netflix is £10, Bev.
Yeah, but then
Netflix is £10. That means my girl's pussy is worth less than Netflix, Bev. That's mad.
The way he said, I think you need some professional help is so funny, but it's true. Modern women think that they can do what men do better, so they sleep around and think there will be no consequences. The result? Loss of pair bonding skills, through the roof body counts, and no man who will want to commit to them. Does she need to be a virgin? Idealistically, yes, but here's the question. Why is a man with preferences called names? I mean, a woman can freely say he wants a guy with a certain tool size and she'll be praised for that. Women can mock men for things they cannot control, but men cannot mock women for things they control. For example, the kind of guys they choose to sleep with. And hold on, why does she get so enraged? Is it because her notch count is over 100? Just saying. Plus, if a man can see a woman's private parts and more for just $4.99 a month, that's objectively true and mad, as Castillo said. Remember, a woman can be objectified only if she objectifies herself first. Now let's take a look at the comments. My man knows his value. It all boils down to that. A man who knows his value will be in a better position than a man making concessions just to get some. As a Netflix CEO, I need to raise the prices after watching this madness, bruv. Honestly, who knows if these subscription prices will rise, but it's insane that thousands of shows that require tons of investment is just £10, and some pics from a random chick costs $4.99. Next comment, you don't need to be Virgin Mary, but 100 men is crazy. She went to the extreme on both ends. I couldn't have said it better myself. Men are aware that the era of virgins is gone, at least in the West, so men just ask for low body counts. But that seems a little bit too much to ask. Leftover women, damaged goods, and the like shame men for not wanting to marry them. The cons outweigh the pros, and no man is settling down with a random woman just because he feels a bit wanted. Take a look.
Women are afraid of commitment because they feel like they're going to lose their life, which is a false fear. Men are afraid of commitment because they fear they're going to lose their livelihood, which is a real fear.
Think about this, man. You work hard, bust your ass all through your 20s, and now you're finally starting to attract women. And now you're being told to settle down real quick with some chick that's 30 plus also, while she had her fun in her 20s, just screwing away all her value on yachts, private parties, and islands. No, of course that guy doesn't want to settle down and get married. Then there's the real fear of I could lose most of what I've worked for a better part of a decade. Some men their whole lives.
Society has promoted the idea that men and women are equal, so women have internalized that idea and decided to sleep around, rack up bodies, and even have rotations of men in their 20s. However, during that decade, men hardly get girls because they've just started building themselves up. While a man works for his value, women decrease it. Once you're up there with all your money, status, confidence, sense of style, game, and whatnot, you might attract lots of girls, so you're free to pick and choose. Since you've worked hard for your stuff, you're not marrying any random woman without knowing she could be a good wife or mother of your children. Despite this logic, women can't accept the fact that men are not committing or dating women their age. Just like these chicks who are over 30 slept with men over 20. Now men over 30 are free to pick and choose 20-year-old women or just not commit to anyone. Why should I pay for an old high-mileage used car if I can get a new one for half price? Men usually take their time to pick a new car, and they should do the same when picking women. Women use men like ATMs, but get upset when we compare them with cars. Well, just like she compared you with the Bank of America. If they label you as profit, label them as recreation. They think of men in terms of what they're getting from them and not what they can give to them. Support, intimacy, and listening skills is all men ask for, but these women just want the money, VIP treatment, and private jets. So men are not thinking of them as faithful wives, but only temporary bedroom fun. I'm tired of people telling me I'm looking for perfection when I'm just looking for someone who isn't damaged goods or ran through more than a racetrack. Men don't ask for too much, but you know, asking for a woman with a low body count and modesty is a bit too much. These women decrease their value by banking multiple guys, but wonder why men don't take them seriously once their beauty is gone, but their entitlement is intact. Please guys, tell me if this list rings a bell. High body counts, shaming tactics, poor communication skills, mind games. Those are nothing but some of the red flags modern women have. Look what this traditional woman's got to say about modern women.
I'm actually quite shocked at how dysfunctional this panel is and how nobody can maintain long-term relationships. Let me explain, right? So I'm actually pregnant with a girl right now. So I'm having a daughter, and being here is like terrifying because I have to see like the world that my daughter is going to come up in. And I don't want like what you guys are experiencing. I would never want or wish for my daughter. I don't want my daughter to be used by like some guy in high school or like some guy in college, because that's what's going on, because we're talking about dating and situationships. We're giving our bodies to these men, and I don't want her to be used by some guy who could care less. You know, I want her to be able to exercise discernment and have better options.
Chad does what he wants, but modern women either think that they can make him change or happily let him hit for free. That's the sad reality of today's world, and it's completely understandable that she doesn't want her daughter to be used by bad boys. Modern women embrace ideologies like female liberation, thinking that's going to allow them to be happy, but in reality, some men out there just want to screw some holes and that's it. The men these women allow to get inside of them on a first date are rarely looking for wives, but these women ain't either, so they just enjoy the moment, current body count +1, and on to the next. Modern women's relationships are so dysfunctional that instead of cutting ties with exes, they keep them as backup plans just in case the next guy fails at some point. Well, what do I say? Are only exes the backup plan? There's a whole waiting list too. So sad, and still women wonder why men don't take them seriously anymore. Let's take a look at the comments. They'll only listen to other women. They hear us men, but they don't listen. They didn't interrupt her after each sentence. It's mind-blowing. It's insane that they only listen to a woman. Tons of men are day in and day out clearly saying what they want, but women just think of themselves and their opinions as if they were the absolute truth. And by the way, listening and shutting the fuck up is a very valuable skill these women should practice more. These girls aren't watching the world burn. They are holding the torches. I don't mean to be the Inquisition, but these women are like witches. Plus, if they gather up, they basically form a house of witches. Anyway, this comment is spot on. Instead of doing something like preserving their value, they go to college to do things that are not precisely getting a college degree, aka banging random men every weekend. She was basically saying, I don't want my daughter to become like y'all. That's right, giving birth to a child is complex, but doing so and raising them in today's world is a huge challenge. A daughter must be well raised to avoid the Chads, Tyrones, and multiple 304s out there who will try to trick her into thinking that sleeping around and selling naked pics online is normal. What a crazy world we're living in. Why do you think women use shaming tactics? Those are something modern women use a lot to justify their actions, and to make matters worse, not only do they want to be like men, but also want to look pure and innocent at the same time. Take a look.
The more bodies you get as a girl, the more your value goes down.
What? And what about men?
That's crazy, man. I get more value. The more girls I fuck, my value goes up. The more guys you fuck, your value goes down.
No.
It's like, nah, bro. Nah.
It's crazy. What the fuck? Because you fuck a lot of girls, your value goes down?
Goes up.
It goes up?
If you fuck a lot of guys, your value goes down. Oh, it doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, what's your body count then?
I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly.
I mean, I could, because it's not that high.
Look, if you didn't care and it didn't matter, you would say your body count. But it does matter, which is why you don't want to say it.
No,
That's the
it's
point.
just because it's private. I don't want to say it on the internet because like people are dumb and they're gonna be like, I don't know. It's just.
But that means it matters.
It's my life.
But that
it
means
doesn't
it matters.
matter.
But
People are just dumb.
That's my point.
I
That
can
means
say
it matters.
If she didn't really care, she'd easily say it without a problem. But you know, despite all the narratives and ideologies out there, a promiscuous woman is frowned upon. That's why she stayed silent, period. Men who really want to have happy relationships prefer low body count women, or even virgins, instead of women who belong to the streets. As Myron always says, men and women are not the same. Men and women look for different things in the opposite gender. Most men don't want to marry or date a promiscuous woman because that's a recipe for destruction. A woman with tons of bodies in her history, or even rotation, brings nothing but baggage to the table. A huge L for you as a man. The reality is that a man with poor seduction and bedroom skills hardly gets laid, so he goes out there, gets his heart broken multiple times, and learns from experience how to please a woman sexually. And surprise, when he's got his bedroom game on point, he's able to retain a woman better and make her submit to him. That girl is just out of her mind or simply can't accept the raw truth. But who knows if she lets Chad hit it raw. Let's take a look at the comments. 2 cells in her brain fighting for one spot. That's a very funny but good observation, because she can't just accept that men and women are different. If she slept with a guy with no bedroom experience, she would probably ghost him because he's not good enough. Hypocrite. She belongs to the universe. These modern women are so into spirituality and the ideas of we all are one, she might have been used by multiple guys, her value has gone down in the process, and now she can't tolerate what Myron said. OnlyFans girl, it's private, I don't want to say it on the internet. That's the level of stupidity you have to deal with. These women show their bodies, and even private parts on social media and other platforms, but then they're afraid of saying what their body count is. Looks like being totally liberated is not fun because guys will not take them seriously. Chad gets it for free, but the nice guys gotta wait. Still, women wonder why they're single and no man really wants to commit. If, at all, he'll do the bare minimum to get some punani and nothing else.
And only him.
So you've had a one-night stand.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're making a man wait.
I'm not making anyone wait right now, but yeah.
Right, but you said you have a 3-month rule. So you find a guy and he knows this information. Why would you make him wait?
Just, I mean, I said it to see if.
Well,
but then you don't make these one-night stands wait. I think that's where it doesn't make sense.
So a man in his head.
Relationship with that one night stand, or is she just want to hook up? There is a big difference with pursuing a relationship with somebody and just wanting to hook up with somebody.
But I don't like how we compartmentalize how we treat sex. Like, okay, if you don't want anything from the guy and you just want casual sex, just fuck him right away. Whereas the guy who you actually value and he values you and he wants a relationship with you, make him wait. I think you honestly should have the same standard across the board.
The dating scene is broken. Men are done with this crap. If women wonder why they're single and childless once they hit the wall, they'd better revisit these kinds of things. But yeah, it will be men's fault, in particular, Chad's. Let's take some comments. It's not complicated. She makes rules for simps who make the attempt, yet Chad and Tyrone are all exempt. Imagine if a guy took a girl he was just hooking up with to Michelin star restaurants while he took the girl he wants a relationship with to McDonald's. That's what it's like. Prime example of women setting rules for betas and breaking them for alphas. The beta is patient and puts up with her bullshit in hopes of getting her, while the alpha couldn't care less about her J's because he knows they are standard on every model. It puts her in the chase position and him in the position of power. He is gone if she doesn't give him something to stick around for, and she knows it. That's the game in a nutshell. Round of applause for these future single mothers. The 3-month rule is how she wants to be perceived. The one-night stand is who she really is. There's no reason to treat a woman like a treasure when she's proven herself a free sample. Them trying to justify being a 304 by making a dude wait but getting ran through on one-night stands is beyond stupid at this point.
What would you want his income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127, probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000.
Ideally, my husband needs to be making like $650,000.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh.
So you said you want $500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
$60K? $70K?
It is $45,000.
Women that are 5 times worse than the women your grandfather dated want you to bring 5 times more to the table. That's real inflation. That's real loss of value. And also, ladies, why aren't you holding these earning standards for yourselves? I thought we lived in a genderless society.
Delusional modern women. Well, by definition, modern women are delusional anyway. Their fantasies are all about using their husband's money to buy stuff they don't need, while in reality, it's perfectly possible to live with $45,000 in some parts of America and, yeah, other parts of the world. That's another reason why men become expats, by the way, not only because modern women are bad chicks who want top-tier men, while offering nothing besides looks. Let's check some comments. No wonder these women think they're being underpaid. They have no understanding about wages. Works at McDonald's but expects you to make $500K a year. My mom gave me a piece of sound advice in my early years. If you don't want a man when he's poor, he won't want you when he's rich. So, at 23, I married a man who made $15 an hour. He was 25. 12 years together now. I won't say how much he makes now, but it's enough that I haven't had to work in 10 years. We live in a middle-class home, and I am able to homeschool, homestead, and garden to my heart's content with very few worries. He was a total catch. It's called hoflation. Speaking of hoflation, here's a masterclass.
Are you against Passport Bros or?
I understand the fundamentals of it for those who have done everything in life to make sure they are a man. But if you're not a man, I don't think you deserve that, honestly. Because not only that, you're going to be with a girl, you're going to make her miserable. She's going to have kids with you. And that's just a whole generation of...
What do you mean you're going to make her miserable?
If you don't have your life together, what makes you think you know how to appreciate a traditional wife?
Oh, so you're saying in the context of Passport Bros?
Yeah. Because, I mean, we're talking about, like, relationships here. He has 3 that he can handle. He could do that, but if some other guy who's living here who's never had an idea of what a male figure is in his life, he's going based off of whatever little content he picks from the internet. He's saying, well, I want a traditional wife. But therefore, he doesn't even have, like, a credit score. He doesn't even have, like, his life in check. He's still driving the hoopty from high school. But you want a traditional girl. Like, what happens when you bring that girl over here? You're going to basically make her a Western woman, and she's going to realize, like, this guy really doesn't have his shit together. Now she's going to cheat on you.
You know what the solution to that is? Don't bring it to America.
I think that's a cop-out. I think that's a cop-out.
It's the solution, though.
Why do you think she married you? For the American culture. You're going to marry her and keep her in her country when she really wants to come over here. I think that's selfish.
I agree with your hypothesis that most of the girls that are probably matching up with these hot passport boys,
I have
or
so
whatever,
many,
they're doing it for the green card. I get the point, though.
The key thing when it comes to the passport bros is men in Western countries are dissatisfied with the behavior of Western modern women, and they're looking to South America and Asia for more feminine traditional women.
I think you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's experience. Consider this, right? The average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing. His grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman. And his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about hoflation.
Yes, it's hoflation.
Hoflation. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were. Women are asking for way more now and bringing the least.
I'm just saying there's hope is all I'm saying. There is hope.
And we're not saying that there aren't good women in Western countries. That's not what we're saying at all. However, there are certain realities in the dating landscape. For example, it's kind of always been the case, but when social media was introduced and when dating apps were introduced, you basically have women who are all chasing after the top tier of men. Hypergamy, I'm sure you're familiar with the term. So all these women, they're all chasing after the top tier of men. Men will welcome the easy access to sex.
Inflation and hoflation are very similar, or not, but the thing is that the value of modern women is declining while their lists of requirements are getting longer day by day. At least in the workplace, you can get a raise from time to time. Let's check some comments. Imagine an actual economist studying hoflation and presenting it on the news. Now, all of a sudden, they care about the well-being of their sisters in non-feminist countries. Competition is their kryptonite. The premise that most passport bros don't have their life in order is inherently flawed. I'm seriously considering looking elsewhere for more traditional women. I make decent money and do very well with attracting women, but I'm just too rational to accept the bad ROI of dating a modern woman. When you hear some men say that women can't handle the truth, it's just the way it is. Sorry, not sorry. We live supposedly in the era of tolerance, and effectively, we live in times of the easily offended. No matter what you say or how you say it, someone will get offended. And sorry, not sorry, if a girl is a hoe, she's a hoe. No concessions.
You guys might make $1 million on only. You're trading $1 million for 45 to 70 years of loneliness. $1 million is a house.
But they said they're okay with
It's not worth it, dude. There's a lot of life to live. She gave up a 3-year marriage to go to Miami. A 3-year marriage for Miami. She said, well, he didn't let me go to Miami.
You say men?
She threw away a 3-year marriage.
Sir, you're making her cry.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry. We just been through a lot, and I don't know what else to do.
All right, well, I guess.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it.
The truth hurts. Women can't handle the truth. They really can't, bro.
She might cry as much as she wants, but she deserves being told the truth. If she dumps a 3-year marriage just to go to Miami and land a bad boy or any top-tier man who will probably pump and dump her, she does not deserve to be praised at all. Women have 2 weaknesses: accountability and the truth. Look how he softened up when he saw her crying. Women don't understand. We would like to talk to you guys all gentle and delicate, but if you come with this masculine attitude, then we forget you're a woman and start talking to you like a dude. She got obliterated in Miami, and then this dude made her cry about it. She only cried to claim victim status because she was being called out on her stupid and selfish decisions. A woman's tears are only genuine when she cries in private. Red pill wisdom. She probably only realized how shitty her decision was at that moment. She didn't go to Miami to network, she went to Miami to be a 304. Props to the dude that curbed her, and she chose Miami over him. Self-respect is priceless. She cried because she had never been told cold, hard facts. Speaking of decisions, if a woman decides to know herself by riding the carousel, she's free to do so, but she'd better deal with the consequences of her dirty actions. If she's lost all pair bonding skills and all she can think of is a former dude that banged her in a certain position, the next guy will have it hard to satisfy her. As if intercourse was everything, but yeah, these women don't care about beautiful families, but rather sleeping around.
Yo, Gus, thank you for the $10 super chat. When they say I want to experience life, see what I like, travel, not ready to settle down, all I hear is I'm going to be ran through with baggage, and my future man better accept me as I am delusional.
Can I come on? Wow.
Delusional. Go ahead.
What is so wrong with wanting to be alone? Like, I don't understand. It's like so many men just get so upset when you say like, yeah, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm not looking for anything serious right now. Making it seem like I'm going out and fucking the whole world. I've been single since March, okay? I've slept with 2 women and 1 man since then. Oh my God, I'm a hoe, bag, take me to hell. Like, it's so contradictory. Like, just say you get no fucking puss then, if that's such a hoe-ish behavior to do. I know everyone is different, everyone has their different opinions, but I think it's kind of crazy.
I think it's because a lot of women lie about that and say they're single and don't really know what single means. Like, a lot of people, like I said before, will be like, oh, I'm healing. They're sucking 20 peepees. How the fuck is that healing?
Yeah.
Think about that. I'm not saying you in general, but single is like you alone, no dating apps. You doing your own thing, going to the gym,
That's
not
why
fucking around, you know?
I'm like, in 10 months, if I've happened to have relations with 3 people.
Did you just say relations?
Relations, yeah. Relations with 3 people, like, I just don't understand how that's like end all, be all, especially 2 of them being women, like I said. So 1 man in the past 10 months. So I've slept with, now let's break it down. I've slept with 2 men since 2019 because I don't want to date anybody right now. Like, it doesn't add up to my brain, like, at all. Like, I know I don't want a relationship, but sorry, I don't. Sometimes you want it.
Okay.
I gotta be celibate for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not waiting till marriage, so that's not what I've ever claimed to be doing.
Well, I think here's like what we translate in our heads as guys when we hear women say, I just want to find myself. I just want to, explore, find myself. Here's what we're thinking. Getting ran through. That's what we think.
These are the same men who want submissive women, right? You want a woman who is going to be submissive and listen to you and stay at home when you want her to stay home and not hang out with her friends when you want her to hang out with her friends. So what is wrong with me taking a few years out of my life to do that so I don't have to sit and argue or make somebody upset? I can do whatever the I want. Doesn't mean it has to be game. It could be just, I don't know, hanging out with my friends, not responding to my phone 25/8, things like that.
Wait, 25/8?
You ever heard of the saying 25/8? Come on. Be for real. 24/7, 25/8, it's like a dramatic way. It's like a hyper thing, like. Okay, yeah.
Who the fuck is that guy?
I've never
Maybe
heard
it's
that.
AAVE. I don't know.
It's AA?
AAVE.
You're in Alcoholics Anonymous?
Oh my God.
Oh, how long have you been sober? Wait, you're a bartender. Hello?
Is he being serious right now?
Wait.
African American Vernacular English is AAVE.
Oh.
I couldn't manage that. I was thinking though too. Sorry, sir. I was thinking the same thing. And I'm black.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, what were we talking? Oh, you working on yourself.
Okay, I think when did I ever fucking say that? I just said I wanted to be single. Y'all kept saying that I'm trying to heal myself. I'm working myself. I never fucking said that. I just said I don't want to be up underneath somebody else's asshole all day. Like, I want to do my own thing. Like,
hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I have. Not that way.
Good times, good times.
Yeah.
Excuses. And guess what? After finding themselves, they might say that they've found God. A man is still going to want to marry me after I've slept with hundreds of men. Funny joke, ain't happening. She found herself by sleeping with the entire defensive front 7 of her college's football team. She said, I don't want to be underneath someone's asshole all day, which says a lot about how she views relationship dynamics. And to clarify for anyone who missed it, one of her main issues is her refusal to submit in a marriage/relationship. If she stays this course, she'll never have a successful marriage with a real man because she's already chosen rebellion. She will lay waste to everything she puts her hands to. It makes me sad that women use the term find themselves, and usually that is code for exactly what was referenced. Partying, sleeping around, doing recreational drugs, living it up basically. I've seen it so many times. In my early 20s, I found myself by doing some deep soul searching, reflection, focusing on my education, and getting into a healthier physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual state. Praise God that during this time, I crossed paths with the man who would become my husband through a mutual interest group. We weren't even looking for each other. He had no baggage and lived alone. I had healed from my baggage and still lived with my family. Same values, vision for the future, and he was upfront in telling me he wasn't dating for fun, but for a wife. No games, heartache, or toxicity. Just honesty, transparency, and eventually, true love. Officially started courting in 2013, engaged in 2014, married in 2015. I bring this up because I wish people meant this when they say they're finding themselves, that more people in today's day could really find a love that lasts with someone they trust, that they know what it meant to respect themselves and others, that they'd play the long game. If you want to be a wife or a husband to someone someday, you need to cultivate it in your character starting now. You will not just wake up one day and be that person. That takes years of intentional work. If you attempt to bring that same selfish, self-centered, hedonistic mentality into a marriage, you will be unhappy and will destroy it. Period. Any woman who thinks she can live it up now and will be submissive to a husband, assuming she can even find one later, is deluding herself. Even if they reap the appropriate consequences of their decisions, it still makes me sad for them, and even more so any children born into that situation. You don't find yourself indulging in vices and after having your fun, go, I'm ready now. You find yourself by thinking, what is the most noble of goals to aim for? What's the better outcome for your family and yourself? Kiko and other girls say that after finding themselves, they might say that they found God. But hell nah, ain't no man around here who will swallow your fake spirituality.
After she dated the bad boy, she said she changed. She was a new person, and she decided, found God. And women tend to find God around like 27 to like 30s, early 30s, because it's in like time's running out. So they need to it's a mating strategy. So they need to basically say, I'm more pure than I actually am, and like I'm a higher value woman than I actually am, basically.
Guys, thanks for checking out this video. Stay tuned for more daily content. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.